Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.
And that's not even the most shocking story of the day. Do you remember the surgical strike that America conducted soon after the Kabul attack? Washington said that ISIS wanted to target the airport again, so they dispatched their drone and struck a home. The US announced that they neutralized terror targets. They destroyed a bomb and foiled an ISIS attack. They lied. An investigation by the American press has revealed that they may have killed innocents in what they're calling now a mistaken drone strike. Here's a report.
The US wrapped up its 20-year-long war in Afghanistan with a missile attack and another criminal blunder. We're talking about the final days of evacuation. There had been an attack on the Kabul airport. A suicide bomber had killed hundreds of people. The US said another attack was imminent. So it sent a drone and struck a car. The US claimed the car was carrying a bomb. It congratulated itself for foiling another attack. Mission successful. High-profile ISIS targets neutralized. That's what America told the world. It said the drone attack was righteous, America's parting gift to Afghanistan. It was yet another lie. According to the American press, the drone strike didn't neutralize an ISIS terrorist. It ended up killing an innocent aid worker. Also, there was no bomb. The American drone killed 10 innocents instead, 7 children and 3 adults, killed in what the US called a righteous strike. The victims are 43-year-old Zamari Ahmadi and his family. He worked for California-based aid group Nutrition and Education International. On the day of the attack, Americans were closely following him and his car. They believed his activities were suspicious. They said Ahmadi made a pit stop at an alleged ISIS safe house near the airport and was seen loading heavy packages into his car. The Americans believed these packages contained explosives. Turns out, Ahmadi was only loading water cartons. He had stopped at his office to fill up water. He wanted to take the cartons home. Ahmadi managed to get home safely, unaware that an American drone was following him. He parked his car inside the courtyard of his home. That's where the Americans struck. Zamari Ahmadi was killed alongside 9 members of his family.
This was my best friend's house. He was an engineer and had nothing to do with the army. He had nothing to do with the Taliban or anyone else either. He was an engineer. 10 people have been killed, including 7 children. There's a lot of fear because of the strike. I came here after 5 minutes. People were lying in a terrible condition. I did my best to take them out. He was working as an engineer and had nothing to do with Daesh or any other organization. Zamarai's family and his nephews were killed in this. I arrived here after 5 minutes of the strike, which cannot be defined in words. I haven't been able to sleep because of the trauma. I cannot define my condition in words.
The evidence is clear. Will America admit its mistake? So far, it hasn't. US officials say they are conducting an investigation into the strike.
US military forces conducted an unmanned over-the-horizon airstrike on a vehicle known to be an imminent ISIS-K threat. This self-defense strike successfully hit the target near Kabul airport. Significant secondary explosions from the targeted vehicle indicated the presence of a substantial amount of explosive material. We are aware of reports of civilian casualties, and we take these reports very seriously, and we are continuing to assess the situation.
I'm standing in Khwaja Bugra vicinity of Kabul, outside the house which was targeted by US drone on the 29th of August. I thought of following up because I was here hours after the strike took place. The family has now left. There's a lock that is there on the door. You can see that the car that was targeted, that is there, that is very much there. And the neighbors here tell me that the family had left immediately after, days after that, and it's been about 2 weeks since they have not been here.
Since 9/11, American drone and airstrikes have killed at least 22,000 civilians. These numbers confirm what the world has known all along. The US forces have the world's most powerful weapons, and they don't hesitate in using them against innocent civilians. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushaq, choose what really matters.